Welcome back to the Be Healthy and Thrive podcast. My name is Brianna Wilkerson, and today we are going to talk about peppermint essential oil. So with peppermint, what we're going to do is go through the basics of the oil, the uses, the sourcing, the safety, the science, the emotions behind it, and the testimonies. So let's start with the basics. So basically, peppermint is a hybrid of spearmint and watermint and was kind of first described in 1753. It has a high menthol content, so that is the main chemical constituent in that. And it really, because of that, it's very strong. It's about equal to about 28 cups of tea for one drop. It's amazing for things such as digestive health, bloating, gas, indigestion, healthy respiratory function, repelling bugs naturally, relieving feelings of neck or head tension, and providing a non-stimulant pick-me-up. So now if we're talking about the science around it, the main chemical constituent, again, is menthol and menthone. When I was looking up the particular essential oil peppermint bottle that I have on the Source to You website by doTERRA, I found that menthol is about 45 or 46% of that particular bottle, and menthone is about 20%. So menthol is really important. Really what menthol is, it has, if you're familiar with organic chemistry, a monoterpene backbone with an alcohol functional group. So menthol then is it's a very volatile type of chemical constituent. It works quickly because of that nature. And it's one that can easily pass through the plasma membrane or lipid, which is fat bilayer, and impact our cells very quickly. It can actually also impact our ion channels and cells, which are responsible for things such as nerve impulse, muscle contraction, and many other functions. So some of the benefits of menthol include a healthy functioning of sodium channels in our nervous system, relaxing and smoothing muscle tissue, even muscles in the colon, because it is good for that digestion excretion process. So just saying, if you have issues with that, peppermint may help. It also supports the functioning of GABA, which is some of our brain chemical neurotransmitters. So all around, menthol and peppermint is really good for your whole body and your immune system. So because of that, some of its therapeutic properties is anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, warming, invigorating, cooling, and expectorant. Sourcing. So peppermint is actually sourced from Washington State from local peppermint farmers. The Pacific Northwest is really perfect climate for peppermint because of its high amount of rainfalls that they have each year. This gives peppermint its high menthol content, which, as we just discussed, is really important to the quality and potency and use of peppermint. And it is similar to kind of the oils we talked about earlier. It is steam distilled, which just means, the steam process makes the oil release, and then we capture the essential oil. Safety. So because of its high menthol content, it's a little tingly is what I call it. So you just want to be very careful when, using it on the skin, because it's very tingly. That's how I describe it. So less is always more with peppermint. Now, I would say if applying it on the skin in particular, if you're kind of worried about it being that tingly, just use coconut oil. You should be fine. Especially with children, it's always better to dilute as well. Peppermint can be taken aromatically, internally, and topically. But I would then, again, just say, depending on your condition, if you are, different stages of life, pregnant, breastfeeding, definitely just talk to your doctor about it, because peppermint has just been known for some women to reduce the reduction of milk supply. So if you are breastfeeding and you don't want your milk to be reduced, just don't take it internally. Really, like smelling it's going to be okay, but it's the internal use of it. Dosage wise, it depends. Less is always more. There is a dilution kind of guideline you can go around, meaning that for one drop of essential oil, peppermint, maybe use 1 teaspoon of carrier oil. For 2 drops, you kind of use a higher amount, so forth, right? So that's a little bit around the safety. So uses. So peppermint's really great for headaches and migraines, applying to the temples above the ears and back of neck. And I'm going to tell you some great testimonies around that. Bad breath and hangover, gargle and drop with water. Asthma and sinusitis, apply to the chest and back or bottoms of feet. Decrease milk supply, we just talked about. You could apply diluted to your breast or take in a capsule or water. If you have some sort of loss of sense of smell, inhaling or applying diluted to the bridge of the nose because it's such a stimulating oil. Gastritis or any digestive discomfort, taking a capsule in water or apply over abdominal. Gamma radiation exposure, taking a capsule or a drop in a water for antioxidant support. Alertness and energy, inhale or apply under the nose or back of neck. Fevers and hot flashes, apply on the back of the neck, the spine, or bottoms of feet for cooling effect. Cravings, inhale or apply to the back of the neck, spine, or bottom of feet. Muscle stiffness and tension, apply directly to stiff, tense, or exhausted muscles, or apply pre-workout to avoid the stiffness. Allergies and hives, I actually recommend for allergies to take it with lavender, lemon, and then peppermint as well. You can either take it in a capsule or apply under the nose or the bottom of the feet. So peppermint is found in many of doTERRA's blends, including Past Tense, the tension blend, Slim and Sassy, the metabolic blend, Digestion, the digestion blend, Aroma Touch, the massage blend, and Breathe, the respiratory blend. So a little bit around the emotions of peppermint essential oil. It brings joy and buoyancy to the heart and soul. It is the oil of a buoyant heart. It invigorates body, mind, and spirit and reminds individuals that life can be happy and there is nothing to fear. It lifts an individual out of their emotional trials for a short time. When an individual uses peppermint, they feel as though they're gliding through life. It assists in staying on the surface of emotional issues like a water skier on a lake. The power of peppermint can be felt in most times of discouragement or depression. When the individual is disheartened, they may use peppermint to rediscover the joy of being alive. However, a person may also abuse the property of peppermint oil if it is used as a permanent escape to avoid dealing with emotional pain. It can hinder growth and progress. Peppermint should not be used in that way. It aids individuals who need a short breather. At times, a reprieve is necessary before re-entering emotional waters, but we are not meant to wade in the shallow end forever. When it is accepted and embraced, emotional pain can serve as a teacher. Peppermint can assist an individual in regaining the strength needed to face their emotional reality. So I have personally used peppermint in my water. If we're kind of talking about testimonies, emotions, and uses, I've used peppermint in my water before the gym, just to kind of mid-afternoon when needing a little invigoration, just smelling it to kind of wake up. Made peppermint brownies with it recently, adding it kind of towards the end. I have had friends who, again, have used it for their allergies with lemon, lavender, and melaleuca. I've used it when I'm not feeling it well, like in my tea, or kind of a combination of different oils to kind of boost my immune system. And any digestive concern I've personally used peppermint for. So peppermint is really a basic oil, but at the same time can be used for so much. Again, even bath bombs and so much more, right? So definitely peppermint is one to always have in your arsenal. Make sure you have that. And definitely reach out to me if you have any more questions on how to use it. If you're interested in trying it, definitely check out the Essential Oils 101 webinar that kind of goes through these 10 basic oils a little bit more. So that's it from me. That's it on our peppermint essential oil feature. I look forward to sharing more about essential oils with you, really helping educate you on how to use them and what they're about and why they are the way they are. And again, also make sure you reach out if you have any questions. All right, so I'll see you for the next episode. Bye.